welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a get it or forget it on this $99 Marc Jacobs palette. So they had this palette last year and for some reason, or I mean it was like kind of like it, but for some reason it just didn't really catch my eye. And this year I saw it online and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want this palette. So anyways, I went ahead and picked it up. I have been wearing this for about a week and a half or so I do really have a good overall perception of whether or not I think you guys should get it or forget it. But anyways, if you're new to my channel, then welcome to my channel. Make sure before you leave, you do not forget to subscribe down below. That way you're notified for future videos from me. And yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys swatches and everything of this palette. So let's go ahead and get started. Here is what the palette looks like right here. You are getting 20 shades for Marc Jacobs shadows, and it's called the Style Icon 20. The thing that I think is really great about it is this palette is $99. This palette's $59 and this palette only comes with 7 shades. But I have not swatched all of these. I've only like used some of them. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches and then I'll give you guys an overall review of the palette. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do left to right on the top rows. Okay, so here are the shades on the top row minus the very end one. I'll show you that in a second. And then this shade right here is the one on the very end. I mean, do you see this? Gosh, it's gorgeous. So this is the entire top row right here. Now, granted, I am a little bit tan, but oh my gosh, this shade right here is so gorgeous. And these are finger swatches. So here that shade is again, just so I can show you, like it literally just takes like the smallest swipe with the most pigment. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so yeah, here is the top row. This is like your transition row. It's got nice, really like neutral colors besides this one, which is my favorite. And then look at that shade right there. Like, it's so pretty. So that's the top row right there. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, moving on, let me get to the next row. This row right here is the next row. Like, it doesn't show up as beautiful as the shades are. Maybe if I tilt it down. Has lots of shimmers in this row. And wait till you guys see this yellow. Like, I swatched this in stores and I almost fell out. Yes. Yes again. I mean, oh my gosh, I love this. Here are the first 4 shades of the second row. I mean, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous these are. They're so beautiful. And I mean, like, do you see that? Oh my gosh, I just can't with how gorgeous these are. Like, oh my gosh, even that middle color, oh my gosh, I had not swatched that until then. Whoo, look at that pigment. And it's actually like kind of a sheeny color too. I don't know if you guys can tell, but oh my gosh, yes. And then let's do the next one. Look at that. Yes. Probably need to smooth that out because yes. Okay, let me do the very last one. Oh my gosh, I love this palette now even more swatching it because I had not used all those colors yet. Okay, the very last one is a matte. This is what that matte shade looks like. That one doesn't show up a whole lot on my skin tone. It's honestly, it's still like creamy and smooth, but it does have like specks of glitter in it. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it from afar, but yeah, it doesn't show up the best and it has some specks of glitter, but it's a nice baby pink. So you really can't see it. Let me put another layer of swatch on. No, you still can't really see it that good. So that shade's probably not one that I would wear in the palette, but the rest of them, like, oh my gosh. Look at that. I just want to like leave it on my hand. Here's the next row that we're going to be looking at. Lots of beautiful shimmers in it as well. So here's the next row on the fingers. I mean, look how gorgeous. I'm like shaking, swiping because it's so beautiful. Ah. Now I will say this shade's dry. Like, I'm really surprised that it showed up that good. It's not as like creamy as the metallics. Yes, honey. Oh my gosh. Even that matte color actually showed up really good. Let me get the last color. Dang it, why do these have to be 4, 5, whatever? I love this so far. The last one in this row is just this beautiful purple. Look how beautiful that is. It's gorgeous. Okay, maybe I should have swatched it a little bit closer. There we go. I'll just throw another swatch on there. That one's kind of like swatched out, or you know what I mean. So this is that row. I mean, look at these. They're just gorgeous. Look, you can either like swipe it out or you can apply it thick and you can have two different colors. Now for the true test, the bottom row is like mostly dark colors. I feel like dark colors kind of or make it or break it. Like if they aren't creamy, then they normally just don't swatch good at all. Here's the bottom row right there. I think these look like winners. Here is that row. Oh my gosh, look at that sparkly color. Please let these swatch good. I mean, look at that pigmentation. Oh my gosh. Please come through for me. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Y'all like that face, right? I'm so weird sometimes. I mean, look at these swatches. Holy crap. Okay. Last one. Here we go. And I've actually used the last one, so I know it's good. There it is. Look at this palette. You know, when I spend money on stuff, like this is what I want it to be like. You know what I mean? Like the Too Faced palette and the Tarte palette. Like you could not even see the dark colors. Or any of the colors. Some of them they didn't even show up on my hand. I mean, I know that one pink didn't really show up that good, but like, I'll take one fail for these. This is the very last row. Look at that. This is what it's all about for me. Getting a palette that shows up like this. Ah, I'm such a dork. I mean, really though, really happy about this. Let's get into pros and cons. All right, pros of this palette. This palette is massive. You're getting 20 eyeshadows and 20 eyeshadows that are pigmented, that blend good, that show up, that are metallic, they're full, they're beautiful. I've been wearing these for a week and a half. Like I said, I've been really impressed with every single look that I have done. There has not been a shade that I've used that I have not liked, that has not blended well, that has not showed up, that's been pigmented. This right here was the only shade in swatching that I thought did not really show up. But you know what? It would probably be a really good transition color to just kind of... Actually, I take that back. It probably wouldn't be a good transition color because it has glitter in it. But still, I'll take 19 of the shades to be good. It comes with a big, humongous mirror. The mirror is like as big as this, which is nice. I hate whenever brands take like the big part and then they like chop the mirror and it's really small. I love the mirror. I think this would be beautiful to travel with because you have this nice big mirror. You have multiple shades in here and the full shadows. I mean, that speaks for itself. You know, and that's the thing. Like, I've tried a bunch of the holiday sets so far, and a lot of those full shadows, they aren't that great. And these, they're actually really buttery and smooth. I know this isn't like being advertised as a holiday palette really, but it is. It is a limited edition item. I think this palette is a lot more wearable than last year's palette. That's why I didn't pick it up. You do have a whole row of pretty much mattes that you can blend in, mix in. This color right here is like a go-to for me. I have been putting this in as like a warmer transition color and blending it out with some of these other shades. The folds like literally speak to me. I think this palette honestly is better than some of the 7-pan palettes that Marc Jacobs makes. Like I said, this palette's $99, pro and con. As far as the pro goes, like I said, these are the normal palettes, okay? I honestly feel like this big palette is better than the other small pan palettes. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I haven't really tested them out as much. This is $59 for 7 shades. So let's say that you bought 3 of these, it would be 21 shades and you would be spending $177. So yeah, when you look at it that way, you're getting a really good deal. And I love how beautiful the packaging is. It's just like nice and sleek and it's beautiful. And honestly, like, a bunch of companies make these huge, massive, like thick palettes that you really can't put anywhere. This one's actually pretty dang thin. So, I mean, as far as traveling with it, I really don't think that you would have that big of a problem. If you think about it like I think about it on the price, there are a lot of beautiful metallic shades in here. If you were to buy like Makeup Geek shadows, those shadows are gonna run you $10 for metallic shades. So if you have like, you know, a ton of metallic shades in here, to me it seems really worth it. I like have my calculator out trying to do all of these different calculations. So the palette's $99. If you divide it by 20 shades, that's making each shade $4.95, which I think is awesome. I mean, I really cannot say enough good things about this palette. You guys know, like, when I love something, you will know, because I cannot hide my excitement for palettes. So yeah, those are the pros. As far as the cons, it's $99. Girl, that's expensive. I mean, most people don't have $99 to spend on a palette. I totally get that. Honestly, if I wasn't doing YouTube, like, would I have thought twice about this palette? Yeah, I would have probably needed to do some like major research before I would splurge on something that big. This may not be your everyday palette, right? Like, it has really dark shades, it has crazy metallic shades like that gold. Are you gonna wear that every day? No. 9 times out of 10, most people aren't going to wear the darker shades or the metallic like yellow shade on a day-to-day basis. So you may not want to be spending $99 on a palette you may not grab every day. As for me, I think some of the metallics, like the gold one and the more peach color, I could definitely see myself wearing. I wore a couple of these to work. Not saying I'm gonna bang out a smoky eye every day, but even the darker shades, like, they're very pigmented and they're not dry. And that's really important to me because I have like a lot of darker colors that I don't really wear that much because they are dry, and those shadows are really, really nice. So overall, here's the thing. Don't think you have to go out and spend $99 to get awesome shadows. There's lots of palettes out there that have awesome shadows that you don't have to, you know, spend an arm and a leg to get. But if you're looking to splurge, if you're looking to get a really nice holiday set, like for me, there's sets that are $59 that are crap, and then this is $99. I would rather get one really, really nice palette than get 2 palettes that are crap that are going to sit in my drawers. That's just me. So all in all, I think this is a get it item. I pretty much love every single thing about this palette, and I'm really picky with my eyeshadows. Like, I really am. It takes a lot for me to be like super excited, but when you love something, you just know. So anyways, yeah, definitely a get it item for me. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you plan on picking it up. But like I said, don't stress out if you can't get it because it is expensive. There's lots of other palettes that I'll be reviewing too that are going to be great for the holidays. So I love you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.